Hello everybody, it's Claymore here, and welcome back to another episode, a late episode of the Claycast. So, first off, you've probably seen the video about me announcing that Cycle Frontier is closing down. We'll get to that later. Truth be told, I want to cover this a little bit in this video, but then save a bit more information for another video entirely. But the first thing I want to go and talk about, get out of the way, is where I've been. Obviously, you can see that there's a big month gap between the recent upload and the previous one. And the truth is I got to YouTube Partner and I decided to take myself a week or 2 weeks out. I've been really grinding out the content I was at the time, and I figured I needed a bit of a break. With that being said, around this time, I was keeping an eye on Cycle and still playing it a little bit, stuff like that on stream, etc. And this is about the second week mark into this break where the devs announced that things were going to start going much slowly now. They were going to have to catch up on the tech debt that was accumulated from previous decisions, rush development, etc. Which essentially was an announcement that, okay, well, there's not going to be anything for the rest of Season 3. Wait till Season 4. Obviously, this hit me quite hard because if a lot of you didn't know, I took a break in Season 2 for about two and a half months for the same reason. There was nothing else going on for the rest of the season, and I didn't really want to butt heads against the same stuff over and over again. I did everything I wanted to do in that season, and yeah, if I'm not going to enjoy playing something, I'm not going to play it at the end of the day. So that was more or less the same thing that happened in Season 3. I wasn't happy about it, but I said to myself, I forced myself to play Tarkov. Damn near had a breakdown because I was pressuring myself so much for content and other stuff. I'm not going to do the same thing with Cycle. I refuse. So that happened. At the same time, roughly of this happening, Twitch attempted to push out an advertisement update, which essentially allowed them much more power about how I, as a creator, and others as well, would advertise their sponsorships and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm going for a HelloFresh one right now, for example. And this also really hit me hard as well. Not in the mental sense, but just in the sense that at the time and during the time, and I'd made this note to my community as well, I was planning to move off Twitch. And I wanted to essentially, effectively make it a 2 to 3 month long process. I'll try and do it really slowly, properly, neatly. And this hit me quite hard because sponsorships right now are a decent income for me. And I'm probably going to be taking more on soon as well. If I can't advertise it the way I want to maximize the amount of money I get out of it, then realistically speaking, there's not much else for me to do on Twitch. Luckily, they reverted it, but if I'm going to be truthful, them reverting it was way more insulting than them actually proposing it or announcing it to begin with. If a company ever tries to push something really scummy onto you, and then they roll it back and they make excuses for themselves, and they did make excuses for themselves, really weak ones, that is. It just showed you where the intention comes from. The intention came from trying to make more money from me, the creator, and it's not on whatsoever. So I decided to expedite the process of me moving off Twitch. If you don't know, I'm going to be moving off Twitch by the end of the month, which is literally, as I'm recording this right now, we're about to breach into the 30th. Before I move off Twitch nearly completely. Until I get the ability to start accepting sponsorships over on to Kick and YouTube as well. There's likely going to be Twitch streams just to fill in the basic requirements for sponsorship campaigns. If you didn't know, sometimes they'll ask you to stream a certain amount, have a button enabled or a message playing for a certain amount of time during those streams, and so on. So I'm only really going to be using Twitch to fill in those basic requirements and guidelines, and if there are any nice Twitch drops campaigns, I'll probably come back for those too. At the end of the day, I got to make money, got to look after my family, and that's it. But yeah, essentially I've been getting more and more streams over on Kick to get that sorted too, and for the most part, the move is going pretty well. We're literally, as I'm looking at this right now, 22 followers off affiliate. And then you guys can start subbing over to me if you'd like to. The split, the 95-5 split, is huge. So yeah, we're literally almost affiliates on that platform already averaging good viewership, and yeah, it's going pretty well. With that being said, obviously, everything is kind of up in the air right now, quite turbulent. I need to try and figure out a good balance between Kick and YouTube. I really want to try and multi-stream as well. I need to figure out if I can get that set up and if my PC can even handle it. So there's going to be a lot happening, a lot of different things changing. But what you can absolutely rely on is a good, steady, slightly shifted schedule on Kick. I will be streaming very often on Kick. Additionally, regarding YouTube content, obviously, Cycle is going down. I've got a few more videos I want to make on the matter. One video I'm running through some peers, trying to get some approval from. If I do get approval for this video, it's going to be a very big video. And there is a series I'm planning on doing regarding the game I'm currently playing through right now, Aliens Dark Descent, which already is a fantastic game. I'm looking forward to doing a zero save scum playthrough. That'll be make for a YouTube series. But now the question remains: what am I going to be mainly streaming on? Mainly creating content for YouTube? I don't know yet. I'm going to be making videos as they come to me. I'm going to be making videos as the ideas come to me until I find something to really sink my teeth into. In which case, we're going to be doing all kinds of different things. You might find some of the good old reliables in there, the reaction videos and other stuff as well. But yeah, there will be content on YouTube regardless. And I will try and find some other avenues to make some cool gameplay and guide videos in there as well. I already have some guide videos in mind for Alien Dark Descent. So yeah, that's more or less the update regarding what was going on between that 4 weeks. A lot of turbulence, as you can see. So yeah, there is a general update regarding the Cycle Frontier 2. I will cover it briefly. It was in my previous video, but I'll kind of go over it in a bit more detail, but save the rest of the detail for another video. The Cycle Frontier is going to be closing, entering sunset mode on September the 27th. They're still a good, just under 3 months. So, yeah, there's a bunch of reasons for this. A bunch of reasons. Primarily, the reason was mostly down to the tech debt accumulated. There were some other themes at play as well, which also fall into it, but ultimately that is the main reason. Too many rush decisions early on in development. Too many systems being pushed out through the gates when they weren't ready. And eventually it came back to bite them on the ass because the code, the foundation, was not stable. And essentially that's what happened. It does suck quite a lot. And I'm feeling a bit better after a day of processing through it now. Because at the end of the day, this game did get me to YouTube Partner. It did. I made plenty of guides on the videos. You guys love those guides, be them the short ones, the ultimate ones, or other stuff as well. The gameplay videos are pretty good too. Yeah. So, a little bit of a sentimental loss there, naturally. Also, just the amount of friends I made through this category too. I made a lot of friends. And I'm hopefully going to try and stay in touch with them. Yeah. So, I can't tell you right now if I'm going to be making any more gameplay guides for the cycle. I do have an idea in mind for Cycle Frontier regarding our final video, which I'll probably release a bit closer to the time of it going into sunset mode. But yeah, I can't guarantee there might be any streams. I can't guarantee it. We'll see how I feel, because as much as I do want to play it a bit more now because I know it's going down, the old feelings are still there. The fact that, it's not going to last forever, so what's the point? So, my general feelings around Cycle regarding that. That's basically that regarding the cycle. That's all I really want to talk about for the Cycle Frontier. And we've covered the general kind of what's been happening between that month I was off and not making content for YouTube as well. The next thing as well is I wanted to dedicate a section of this video to making sure you guys know where I'm going to be going. Like, the absolute best way you guys can support me right now. And that's just by following me over on Kick. If you have your own personal opinions on the website and you prefer not to, that's absolutely fine. That's up to you. And I respect your opinion in your decision. But right now, the absolute best thing you guys can do to help me out is by following me over on that platform, getting me quicker to affiliate, quicker to the revenue split, obviously, and leaving lurks on the platform, helping me in whatever algorithm is there right now. I don't know. I haven't figured out the algorithm yet, but yeah. My opinions on Kick right now, generally speaking, are pretty neutral. I think I had the initial reaction, kind of like knee-jerk reaction that most people, content creators and otherwise had, is that I saw the revenue split, thought that was too good to be true, left it be, saw that it was being funded primarily by Stake, obviously the gambling company, and I thought, nah, we'll see if the platform gets any better. And I think it was after the whole XQC drama with Pokimane and then Hassan and stuff like that I really made my decision then. Not because obviously XQC got signed up, but the reasons I had for not going on Kick were somewhat mirrored by Pokey and Hassan. And once essentially those opinions were broken down and the actual evidence was put forward, that, well, and this is obviously what the Stake founders are claiming. They might change their minds later, but right now this is what we have, is that the 95-5 split will stay the same. It will not be touched. Stake itself will not be advertised on the website at all. I think they mentioned that maybe you will start seeing them in the actual gambling section, which you would need to navigate to and actually enter of your own regard. And they didn't really get much of an increase in terms of Stake income from Kick so far. That might change down the line. I don't know. But I decided that the revenue split's obviously a very big deal maker, I should say. But ultimately speaking, as much as Kick is in its early phases, there's a lot of features that are still to come to the site. I would honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you, prefer my money going towards, well, whatever money I make or whatever from Kick. If a small portion of that goes to a gambling site, which I have control over, I'm not going to go and gamble. I never will. I'm not going to advertise it on my stream. I never will. I'd rather that happen and a little bit of my income goes towards there rather than half of it go to Amazon, essentially, and Twitch. Because at the end of the day, half of that money is going towards a company that just doesn't care about me, right? That's a good chunk of my income. At least on Kick, 5% of my income is going to someone who may not care about me. I don't know yet. I haven't, figured that out yet. Twitch is not creator friendly anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. And the goals I have, or had rather, for the platform disappeared steadily over time as they updated the platform and so on. What I mean by that is, when I started on Twitch, and when I organically hit the partner requirements several times over, and obviously got declined, there was a genuine incentive to push the partner. You have the 70-30 split, which was a standard back then. Being a partner meant a lot more back then in terms of the features you'd get and the offers, the opportunities you'd get. Now, even if it's something as simple as getting discount tickets on TwitchCon and going to the after party and bringing a +1, etc. All the cool features that were on the website at the time. It just felt like going for partner was a genuine achievement. And then the years ticked by and the updates started coming in, the ads got more aggressive, and I had no choice. I had to roll the ads to what I was expected to run because A, it was steadily becoming one of the dominant incomes on the platform for streamers, and B, my viewers are going to get ads anyways unless they subscribe, so I had to roll with the punches. That and partners didn't get the 70-30 split anymore. Exclusive contracts got that. The top contracts. And then, it felt like there were more and more of the partner program being gutted. And my goals for the platform just disappeared. I've got nearly 90,000 followers on the platform, and I don't feel like the platform has given me anything back, really. It's unfair to say that to a degree, I admit, because at the end of the day, a lot of money has come from Twitch for me. I've met a lot of amazing people through Twitch, my viewers, my friends, my peers, and so on, but the platform's not the same as it was when I first started streaming on it, and I've got to always pick what's best for me. And by extension of that, it's also what's best for my family too, because a lot of my income goes towards supporting my mum, who is obviously, as I've said before, not well and can't work a job. That's just the truth of it. And am I sad that I'm leaving Twitch? A little bit, sure. I'm not nearly as sad as about that than I am sad about people losing their sub badges, showing off how long they've been in the platform and stuff. But like I said, there will be some Twitch streams at least whenever I pick up a sponsor. I need to fill in the basic requirements, etc. But yeah, I'm more sad about my community members not having those, sub badges to flex off and stuff. I am sad about that. But yeah, that's more or less my opinions about the matter. And regardless of that, no matter what you say, Kick has been doing very, very well. There's been more and more attention on them than ever before. Getting affiliate quicker is going to benefit me more in the long run. And just networking on this platform again, like I know what I'm doing. I know exactly how to network and stuff like I have been doing on Twitch. I'll be able to do that all over again and make some more friends, make some more, get out there, meet new people and experience the community all over again. And so far, my experience on Kick has been good. I have raided some people so far and we've gone back to each other's streams. We've been talking and chatting and hanging out in each other's streams. And so far, the vibe has been really great. And that's pretty much the only category I've been in has been in Aliens Dark Descent so far, really. So yeah, I mean, no complaints so far. No complaints. So we've covered all that stuff. I think that's pretty much where I want to leave it regarding this episode of the Claycast. For now, no, I know before they were a bit long, about 30 to 40 minutes or so, but like I said, there are other things I want to get done and made as well. But also, there's not a lot I really feel like talking about currently and taking up your time. There will be more videos down the line for me to cover all that stuff, so don't worry about that. But yeah, that's your general update. That's your Claycast episode. I will try and get these episodes back onto weekly or at least bi-weekly. We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by. I appreciate the support in the video too that I uploaded about Cycle Frontier going down. A lot of nice comments on there. I really thank you for that too. And yeah, like a comment said, doesn't matter what game goes down, I'll just keep making videos and they'll be there to support me. And you guys are obviously, as always, the absolute best part of this entire career I've made. You guys have made it for me and I really do appreciate you all. With that being said, guys, I'm going to conclude this episode of the Claycast there and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, love you all, and peace.